Happy Saturday morning, everybody. I hope you're having a very blessed day. I know it's really, really cold outside. At least it is here in Dallas. I know for those that live up north, you may be thinking, wow, they're just crybabies. But hey, it's cold here in Dallas. When the wind chill is like 15 degrees, that's really, really cold for us, all right? It's freezing outside. So I just wanted to say this morning some things that are on my heart, guys, as I usually do during the week. If I post a video, whatever I do, it's just about you. And it's what God places on my heart for me to tell you. And of course, Merritt Coaching, Michael Merritt, Elisa Merritt, that's what we're here for. Motivation, inspiration, faith, hope, and love. We hope to inspire you, move you, motivate you, put faith and hope in you when sometimes you just feel like you don't have any. That's why we have people to reach out to, whether it's through the words, podcasting, videos. I hope that you would reach out to somebody or something to help you in your situation, because there are so many videos and so many podcasts that you can watch, and I promise it'll put the words into you that will remind you you're a child of God. You are royalty, my friend, and we do go through trials and tribulations, and sometimes we think we can't even there's no way we can get through it, but we know that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And so that's why we have to reach to him, because he's going to give us things that we can't handle, so that we have to reach to him, and that's called faith. Faith is doing without seeing. If you could see it, it wouldn't be called faith. It would be called the path. You would see it, all right? So we don't always have that path in front of us. It's not always written out, and that's why we have to have faith. So a couple of things on my mind today. Pruning, expecting versus accepting. Now, when I talk about pruning, guys, what I'm talking about is this. Let me relate it to shrubbery. Trees, for example. Why do we prune trees? Why do we prune? Well, they look great and they're blossoming, but if I never prune them, flowers, roses, trees, if I never prune them, then I don't allow the tree itself to fully grow to its potential. It'll stay where it is. So we prune that tree every year so that the next year it does what? Blossoms and grows even more. It's amazing to me to watch trees over just a few years, because I do prune my trees, and I will watch them grow several feet over a few years and blossom more than they ever did before. But if I didn't prune them, they would never grow. So we have to prune ourselves, guys. What do you need to cut out of your life? I want you today to think of the negative things that are happening in your life and some of the bad habits that you have. And one at a time, I want you to replace a negative habit with a good habit. A negative habit with a good habit. Look at Steve Samlis' book out there. My wife is in it, Elisa. So many others out there that are in this book, the One Habit book. And there's a whole series of them, guys, and I highly suggest it. But the One Habit Post-COVID book, it gives you so many habits. One habit a day to replace a bad habit with a good habit. And we got to do it. We got to prune ourselves, or never going to get to where we want to go. Because if we just exist every day and we keep having these things happen to us and go, I don't understand why it just keeps happening again and again, because you're not pruning yourself. You've got to be disciplined, and you've got to prune yourself and take the negative things out and cut some of these things away so that you can blossom into that beautiful tree, into that beautiful flower that you were meant to do. Okay? Now, this guy, accepting versus expecting. Too many times in life, guys, we do what? We just expect things to happen. But that goes back to this. If you don't prune, what do you think is going to happen? You just magically think something's going to appear before you. If you don't take massive action in your life, nothing is going to happen. Okay? You have to see it to believe it, and believe it to achieve it. That's absolutely correct. And when I believe it up here, I have to do what? I have to put it on paper. It becomes a goal, and now I can run after it. It's smart. It's smart to put a goal down on paper, because then I'm specific. I can measure it. Is it attainable? Is it realistic? What's the timetable? I set it. Let's rock and roll. But I've got to stop expecting things just to come to me, because that's not how life works. When you stop expecting and start accepting all of God's graces, you will be abundantly blessed. Take care of others. As my good friend D.D. Cox says, Acts 20:35, Man, that's a strong verse right there, guys. There's so many verses that come to my head. Philippians 4:13, Proverbs 3:4-5. I mean, I could go on and on, guys. Jeremiah 29:11, Psalm 118:24. Get some verses in your life. Put your armor of God on. And stop expecting things. Stop expecting things. Start accepting. Start accepting God's graces. And take massive action today. Prune yourself. Start cutting a little bit out at a time. I know you can't do it all at once. But one thing at a time, we can create the life that we want by eliminating the negative habits and replacing them with good habit. That's what I want for you, my friend. Success measured as what? A balanced will of career and mental and spiritual and physical and personal and family and financial. That's the wheel, man. We've got so many spokes to the wheel. It's not just one. Mike, I'm successful. I got $1 million in the bank. How's your health? It's not any good. How are the relationships in your life? They're not any good. And you're not successful. Wealth. Here's an acronym for wealth. We evolve and live through Him. And when we do that and serve others, guys, He'll give you everything you ever want, everything you ever need. Remember, Mr. Zig Ziglar says, you can have everything you want in life if you just help enough others get what they want and need. All right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And you will see your life change. But you got to be intentional. You got to take massive action. Have a blessed day from Michael Merritt, Merritt Coaching Group, Michael and Elisa Merritt. Born to Succeed podcast. Check us out. Have a truly blessed day and blessed weekend, and be safe out there, guys. Bye-bye.